Teacher, I don't want to ask any questions. Why? Because I don't want to feel or look stupid. Hello students, welcome back. In today's lesson, I want to talk about how not to feel stupid asking questions. And I want to talk to my students out there because a lot of you, some of you I know personally, have said, Teacher Dora, I feel embarrassed, I feel ashamed, I feel stupid when I ask questions. And I always tell my students, don't feel stupid. It is not a stupid thing, or it doesn't make you look stupid when you are asking a question. But why do students or people in general feel this way? This is a common emotion a lot of us feel when we are asking questions. So let me help you with that. You are a student in a classroom. You are there to learn English just like your classmates. The teacher is talking and you're not sure how to ask the teacher a question. You want to ask a question, but you are afraid of what others are going to think or feel. So here's some tips that will help you with that. The first thing you want to do is think about your question. Think about what it is you want to ask. Write it down. When you write down your question, it makes it easier for you to look at what you want to ask than to remember. Because when we want to ask a question, we already feel nervous. We don't know how people will respond to us. So the best thing to do is to have something written down, so that way, I like to call this my friend. Your paper is your friend. To take a deep breath. Now you don't have to, okay teacher, I have a question. No, but you just want to sit there and before you raise your hand. Every classroom is different. In some classrooms, students raise their hand like this, or they raise their finger like this, or they just ask the question. I have a question. But this last one is not very polite. If you want to ask a question, don't shout your question. Always say, excuse me. It's very important to be polite than to just start talking, because now all eyes are looking at you. It's time to ask your question. Okay, so you took your deep breath, you wrote your question down, and you do like this. And the teacher says, yes, so-and-so. Now, you're starting to feel nervous and you're thinking, oh my goodness, what am I going to say? I don't know if I should ask this question. Is this a stupid question? Am I stupid? Why? All these things will be in your mind. So here's where your best friend helps you. You look at your paper. Sometimes what I like to do is I like to say, I have a question. Because saying that just takes away a little bit of my nervous feeling, and then I go right into my question. So for example, the teacher says, yes, so-and-so, and I say, I have a question, blah, 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 blah. Now, you don't feel as nervous. You spoke clearly, you took your time, and now the teacher will answer your question. Sometimes your classmate will answer the question for you. For example, blah, 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 and your classmate might turn to you and say, oh, such and such and such and such. So you don't know who will answer your question. But the most important thing is that you ask. In my classes, I always tell my students, ask questions. I love questions because when you ask questions, you get the correct answer. It helps you to remember what you are learning. If you sit there and never ask a question, this could be a big problem because now you still don't have your answer. And then you're going to feel more uncomfortable. Never, never, never feel stupid asking a question. In fact, And a lot of people don't know this, but when you ask a question, it makes you smarter. Because now the question you ask, you get the answer. Now you have the knowledge. Also, your classmates may want to ask the same question, but like you, they are too afraid to ask this question. So not only you get the answer that you're looking for, but now you're helping your classmates and don't even know it. For us teachers, we appreciate questions because now it helps us to better help you. It helps us to better explain what we are talking about. So when you really think about it, asking a question is very, very helpful. I hope you all enjoyed this lesson on how not to feel stupid asking questions, and I would encourage everyone out there to please ask questions. Even if you are a native speaker, don't be afraid to ask questions. It makes you smarter, and not only that, you are helping yourself and others. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a great day, and always try your best.